Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I actually haven't thought about the topic or the title, but I know what I want to talk about. Like, of course, I have a title, but it's not yet fleshed out completely. But you will see the title on the title of the video. So I'm going to be talking about that. I basically just want to talk about how important it is to consider passion when you are considering employment, especially here in Nigeria. Should people choose their passion over their need to survive and make money, or should it just be like, oh, let's just work a job? A job is just a job. I like to have these nuanced conversations, and yeah, I know I'm having it alone, but you guys usually have things to say about it when I bring up these topics, and I think it's a very important thing for people to talk about because in the society that we are in Nigeria, a lot of people don't have that luxury to pursue their quote passion. People just want to eat, people just need to feed their families, people just need to take care of themselves and just be alive and survive. So when you talk about picking your passion over getting a job that's going to pay you 350k, it almost sounds like, bro, what are you saying? Give me the job. Passion will wait. So I want to actually talk about that in this video. But before I get into it, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure that you also subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time that I publish a new video. Passion can simply be defined as the intense desire and enthusiasm for the work that you do. So it usually keeps you motivated, it keeps you on your toes, it helps you to just stay above or go above and beyond, or just to even remain consistent. When you see people who are passionate about what they do, it comes easy to them. Do you understand? Some people that you see on camera, maybe they are content creators, it's just so easy to them because they're passionate about it and that's what they love to do. Do you understand? People who like to talk, people who like to host talk shows or even get people to share their opinions, you see that they do it very easily. It looks easy because they make it look easy because they are passionate about it. There are occasions where you can do something really well even if you're not passionate about it. I mean, that was me when I was in HR. I tried my best to love the job. I tried my best to just do it. I tried my best to, to be good at it, but the passion was not passionate, okay? So I just had to leave. Anyway, now let's talk about employment. Employment is basically just having work that you do. Work basically means that's something that you do in order to earn a living, and most of us are already doing that in our adult lives. And if you're not doing that, I mean, don't feel bad about it. I made a video sharing tips on starting your career journey, so I'm going to link it here. I don't know which one is going to go up first, honestly, but either way, you either get that video first or this one first. Society like Nigeria, or even maybe all over the world, but let me use Nigeria as a case study because this is the country that I'm living in, and I know Nigerians. I feel like people would like to pursue money over passion because Nigeria is like a very poor country. In as much as you see Nigerian creators online and people who travel bloggers and all those things, those are like maybe top, should I say 5%, or let me be generous and say 10%, but people would maybe even classify them as the top 1% of the population who are able to do these things very seamlessly. But largely, Nigeria is a country that is filled with a lot of poor and underprivileged people, unfortunately. And I think if you present this kind of topic to them now, okay, would you rather do something that you're passionate about and earn a little money, or do something that you're not crazy about and earn a lot of money? Most people are going to jump at the opportunity of earning a lot of money because at that point, they're what is passion? They're not thinking about that. They're thinking of how to eat tomorrow. They're not thinking of how their passion is going to feed them in like 5 to 10 years. You get what I mean? But I am still of the opinion that people should follow their hearts, like follow what you truly want to do, because I feel like that is where you get some level of fulfillment. Like for me now, the job that I do, I'm very, very passionate about it because I love the art of communication, okay? And I feel very, very fulfilled whenever I'm doing my job. Like I just feel really happy and elated because one, it pays me well. Two, I'm happy doing it. Three, I'm passionate about it. So it's just like it's everything I could ever wish for or ask for, you get. So personally, maybe because I'm biased, maybe because of my own experiences, I'm more on the side of, oh, stick to the things that you love to do, because I feel like the things that you want to do, that you love to do, will make a way for you. How does the Bible say this thing? That God works with what is in your hands. Like what is in your hands is going to make a way for you. Something like that, Sha. I've forgotten it, but if you guys understand what I'm trying to allude to, please leave it in the comments. I generally just feel like when people actually go after what they want to do, it helps them to be more fulfilled. It helps them to be less frustrated adults. Sometimes I used to ask myself that, well, my parents are business people, so all my life they've been doing business. But when I see people who have parents that worked 9 to 5s, or that worked at a job or two jobs for like 20 years, 40 years, it's like, how were you able to do something that you're not even interested in for that long? Because I did mine for just a little under 2 years and I almost ran mad. Like I was nearly pulling my hair out until I discovered this line of work that I'm doing now. I've been in a situation where I was getting okay money and I was doing something that I wasn't very passionate about. So I was like, no amount of money, you won't pay me any amount of money to do something that I don't like, because it's going to show in my work. If I don't like what I'm doing, you're going to see it in my work. And as much as I will try to cover it up and be professional, it's just I'll just be like, I'll just want to die, because I'm like, I can't do this. And I may be speaking from a place of privilege, forgive me if I am, but that's just my personal bias to this whole thing. My next point on this topic is the fact that I think if you're somebody who doesn't really care much about passion, or following something that your heart really wants to do, if you're not that kind of person, just follow the money. To be honest, I'm not even going to fault anybody for that. Like, I saw this tweet, the person was like, normalize a job just being a job, just going there doing your job and not necessarily being so passionate about it. And there are a lot of nuances to this, because people say these things like maybe as a defense mechanism, because they're like, okay, a company can just get rid of you any other day, so you have to not get too attached to what you're doing. And I believe in that argument. I feel like there should be a middle ground between that and you being passionate about what you're doing. Generally, I just feel like if you're not that kind of person that is into, oh, passion, 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 just follow the money, okay? If the money is in product management, if the money is in sales management or whatever, and you think it's something that you can do and do well, follow it. And this is not to say that you should get into things just for the money, because sometimes it gets to a point where you want to be greedy, or you just want more because, oh, there's money in this, so let me just go for it. No, I'm not encouraging that kind of lifestyle or behavior, but I'm just saying that if you find something that you can do conveniently, like it just so happens that the thing is convenient, follow it and follow the money. After all, passion is not what is putting food on the table. Money is putting food on the table. So my next point on this topic is the fact that sometimes there is no room for you being passionate about anything because of poverty. I'm not going to dispute that fact. I think that if you are, let's say, less privileged or something, and an opportunity presents itself for you to do something that maybe you don't really like to do, I'm not talking about things that are illegal. Please don't do anything that is illegal. I'm not encouraging that. But if an opportunity presents itself for you to do something that maybe you're not very passionate about, and maybe you're a bit less privileged, I think that it's better for you to be more realistic than idealistic, because in that case, that is what you need. And sometimes you just need to prioritize what you need over what you want. My next point for this topic is to research the things that you are passionate about. If you so happen to want to get into, let's say, something that is like photography, or just jobs that are unconventional in this day and age, research about it, get into it, start taking courses on it, start to learn about it. And I strongly believe that the work of your hands will provide for you. I know that kind of sounds a bit idealistic, yeah, and just take it with a grain of salt, but I think that the thing that you just love to do, it comes easy to you, take advantage of it. I have a friend, his name is Da Silva. Da Silva loves photography. I don't think that, has he ever worked a 9 to 5? I don't think so. His money is strictly from making videos for people and taking pictures of people. That is it. And it's amazing to see, because some people will see that and think, oh, it's just a small job, that kind of thing you get. But it's really not, because this is something that he loved to do right from when we were in school, you get. And right now it's making a way for him. And like I said, I know that sounds a bit idealistic, but at the end of the day, I think that it's very, very important that if you want to really do something, pursue it and go after it, especially if you have the opportunity to. And let me even chip in this point and say that if you have to maybe choose more money over passion, you can still find a way to learn or to do the things that you really love to do. For instance, now I'm very into talking and making videos and coming on camera, doing all those things. I'm very into it. At the same time, I'm also very into academics. I'm also very into my 9 to 5. I have a lot of interests in a lot of different things, and I try to split my attention across all of them so that each of them gets the attention that it deserves. And that's basically how I get my own sense of fulfillment, if that makes any sense. So I'm making videos on YouTube in as much as I don't have like the largest subscriber count out there, but I'm still satisfied because I know that people enjoy watching me. I know that I'm putting out value out there, which is like my priority. And I know that I just enjoy doing it because I know that it is going to touch at least 100 people. That's a lot of people. Do you understand? On the other hand, my 9 to 5, I mean, I do what I love. I love communication. I love all those things, talking, writing. That is me. You get. So I mean, thankfully, I'm in that position where I am able to explore both sides of the coin. But I just wanted to bring this topic out here to just discuss it. Just put it out there. It's nothing so serious. I really feel like more people should tap into their interests. It makes you less frustrated. Imagine maybe you're living in a house with your parents and maybe you're an adult and they're seriously frustrating you and all that. Then you now have to go to a job where they're frustrating you too. Where do you get your peace from? You get my point. And yeah, it is easier said than done, but at the end of the day, these are things that people should consider and think about over time, because it just helps you to be a happier person. It increases your lifespan. Okay, you don't want to go to work and they are pissing you off, and you want to come back home and they're pissing you off times two. It's just going to ruin your life. And if you're a Nigerian, I mean, let's say you live in Lagos, your life would just be so stressful. You're commuting to work every single day. They're knowing you are home. They're knowing you are at work. Like, pick a struggle. Come on. So there's nothing too much about this video. Nothing too deep about this video. I just wanted to come and put it out there and just to get people thinking. My goal for this video is to get people thinking about, okay, what do I love to do? How can I turn that into a career? How can I monetize that? Or how can I just do it and find some sense of fulfillment or get some level of satisfaction from it, as opposed to only chasing the money? And also get the people on the other side of the coin thinking like, okay, I have to just put up with this thing that's making me a bit uncomfortable because I need the money, and maybe over time I can now think about, you know, feeding into my personal interests. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was impactful. I hope that you learned a thing or two. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also leave comments down below if you feel like there's any points that I missed, because you don't know who may be watching or who's going to be reading. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to also subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time that I post a new video. Bye.